Okay, here is the first section of What a Friend We Have in Jesus. And again, this is a intermediate version of this song. Some of it is taken from what Doyle Dykes does, and some of it is taken even from what Brad Paisley does off of his Play album. So I started off with a D5. Okay, that is a A on the third string, D on the second string, and an A on the first string, and an open. So there's no major third in that. That's why we call it D5. What a friend. And we go to friend. We're going to go to an A minor 7. Actually, it's an A minor 9 because you have the 9th actually up here on the 7th fret right there. That's a B note. Okay, so. And then D7. So let's go over that. Opening line of this song. Swipe it down. I'm in drop D. You get the fullness of that kind of grassy D chord. Hit the A again, slide up to B. And there it is right there. That is that A minor 9. Friend we. And then this is going to get a little tricky right here, but it's kind of fun. It is a D7 chord that's going to hammer on and pull off, which will actually develop into a D9 chord. So my third finger goes onto an F sharp first string and rips downward. You can hear that noise right there. Then a D second string, E first string. Okay, so slowly. Now we have to go to G chord. Catch the 6th string and the 2nd string. That is our new G chord shape right there. Okay, so that's I am muting the 5th string on purpose. There's nothing happening there. So you can sweep this down, or you can just catch the 2 strings, either one, because it's a full G chord. It's a G5 we would call it. So I'm going to start from my D7, and it goes slow. Now what I like to do is kind of arpeggiate down and walk down. So I'm going to catch it like this. I'm now into an E minor chord, E minor 7, because I'm holding down the top string, which is an E note now because of being in drop D, a B on the 5th string, and then everything else is just kind of sweeping down open right there. So that whole phrase sounds like this. End with a real fancy chord. My index finger is catching the top string and the 5th string, and my third finger is going to catch a 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string. And I'm going to go from 6 down to 2 and sweep that down. You can see that I'm going from 6 down towards the 2, but I'm pulling up on the 2 with like my middle finger. There's many different ways you can do that, but I'm just comfortable playing it that way. So my hand is very flat across these strings to hit that last chord right there. So starting from the D7, give it some vibrato with a little shake on your guitar, and slide into what we would call a classical D shape right here. So that's an F sharp, an A, and a D off the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string. And I'm catching the open 6th and 5th string right there. So here we are, we've struck this chord, and then it's bringing that in there. One more time from the D7. Let's look at that. I'm working through my melody line now. 4th string, 3rd string, 2nd string, open 1st, F sharp, back to 2nd string, A on the 5th fret. Slide from the 5th to the 7th, which would be E up to an F sharp right there. Okay. I'm going to start back from the beginning. Here we go. And then we can hit an A9 there, or we can just hit a regular A chord. Just depends on what you like there. Sorry. Slide. And then I'll do a little walk down here with A. That's kind of fun right there. You're walking down A major 7, A dominant 7. That's 5th open along with that. This next part is really, really fast. It's just a little way of just doing this big run. Okay, because everything else has been a mid-tempo. But now you're saying, I'm going to put some heat on this thing and do a double hammer-on coming off of the 5th string, 4th string, 3rd. So it's like this slow. Okay. Now here's where it gets interesting. I'm doing G, A, B, C sharp, and then slide into a D. And then open E to an F sharp. And here's my... And I'm going to go from that D5 into a D major 7. This sounds like the beginning of the song, right? Okay, so here's my A minor 9 again. And the trill. And then the walk down. There's my chord. And we're going to finish like this. Okay, so that last walk down was just like the beginning. First time we did that, and we hit this chord. But our ending this time, we're going to go to an A7 suspended 4, except we're going to hammer into an F sharp on that first string. And then back to an open E. This is so beautiful right here. That resolves to the A7. And then I like to just kind of sweep. What I've got here is a 6th, 5th, 4th with the F sharp on the 4th fret and then a D on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. So really cool sound. Okay, next section, we're going to go to A7. I like to go to the diminished behind it, kind of a D sharp diminished, so I'm A7, D sharp diminished. And this is going to be like some Chet style harmonies here. I'm going to go A chord, D and an F sharp, open 1st and 3rd string right there. Back to the 2nd and 4th. Practice that a few times. So let's start from the beginning of that phrase. And then we'll go into a high A right there, or I really like the harmony right there, so I say we exchange that out. How about it? Let's go on up to the 7th fret. So start it again. Okay. Now this next chord is pretty cool. It's your G chord, but you're going to have a B way out front on the 7th fret, and then you'll have the G note on the top string 5th fret there. And I'm catching 6, 3, 2, and 1. Little arpeggiation after it. Grab 4, 3, 2, or 1, and then A. Back to that same shape. By the way, if you don't know, that is D position 2. Okay, just a quick guitar lesson. Here's D position 1. Here's D major position 2. So if you hear someone say that and they have that shape right there, some people do it with their fingers like that right there. So let's start back here at the beginning of this whole phrase. Alright, then we're going to G chord, back to D position, F sharp to G and back. See how that little phrase, da da da, brings me back into E minor, D, A7. So that was a A7 and a G over B, and then an A chord over C sharp, all right, which is a 5th string, 3rd string, and 1st. And then we're gonna go through all of that again. 1. Sound familiar? Just like the beginning. And here's our ending. Little extra there. F sharp, G, F sharp, B. That's a double. Back to the A chord. And then finishing on that D with the F sharp harmony 3rd right there. Or it could be this if you'd like. Alright, so let's try to end this thing. I think the last thing we would have played is what a privilege to carry everything to God in. There's that A7, so that's the section we just went over. Prayer. So I'll have a D chord over an F low note there. So that is a D chord with an F in the bass, E minor, 7, and then a little slide in right there. I'm going D here, and then up to their D position, and finish right there. I have a 6th, 5th, and 4th open, and the middle finger on the 11th fret 3rd string, and then the index finger on the 1st and 2nd string flat right there. And by the way, that is D position 3. So now you've learned something just in this song. You have D position 1, D position 2, and D position 3. And that's all on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd string right there. Okay? So hey guys, thanks for watching, and it was a blessing to get to teach that to you. And what a friend we truly do have in Jesus. And again, my version just comes from a few different people out there that I mentioned early on, and hopefully you can take some stuff out of this and use it in your guitar playing. Be sure to check out all my other videos, and be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks so much, and take care.